Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorialspoint. Today our topic is EQ and IQ. How are they both different yet connected to each other? Let's see the agenda for today. The difference between EQ and IQ, the relationship between EQ and IQ, also which one is more important, EQ or IQ, in both personal and professional lives. Let's start with the definition of EQ and IQ first, right? EQ is the emotional quotient or emotional intelligence, which is the ability to identify, assess and control the emotions of oneself or even others. Emotional intelligence means understanding, assessing and controlling your own emotions or even the emotions of other people around you. That is the meaning of being emotionally intelligent, also known as EQ. Now let's see what is IQ. An intelligence quotient, IQ, is a score derived from one of the several standardized tests designed to assess intelligence. Now IQ, that means intelligence quotient, is something which can be derived from a lot of tests which are prepared to understand your intelligence level. Depending on the marks or the score that you get, it shows how intelligent you are not on emotional level but on logical level. But even if you do not give those tests or do not analyze it, it simply means working on logical path, and emotional intelligence means working on emotional path. That means thinking from your heart. On the other hand, IQ is thinking from your head. What are the abilities required in EQ as well as IQ? Identify, evaluate, control and express one's own emotions, perceiving it, assessing the other people's emotions, using those emotions to facilitate thinking, understanding emotional meanings. So as I have already told you in the previous slide, that ability to understand your own emotions, assessing it, understanding other people's emotions around you, assessing the same, implementing and applying it in your day-to-day routine in order to achieve success is the meaning of this particular point. Now IQ, what does IQ require? Ability to learn, understand and apply information to skills, logical reasoning, word comprehension, math skills, abstract and spatial thinking, filter irrelevant information. IQ means the ability to think logically, having technical knowledge about something. For example, you are a person who is into accounts. Now you do accounts whole day long, right? You are excellent with your accounts. Now that is your IQ. You are excellent. You do not even make a single mistake when you do your accounts every day. You are excellent with that, right? Ability to think logically with reasons is called your intelligence quotient. Let's move ahead. Now at work, right, how can you apply both, or what are the skills that are needed to apply both EQ and IQ? EQ, teamwork, leadership, successful relations, service orientation, initiative and collaboration. When you have higher EQ, emotional intelligence, you work in a team in a better way. You are a better leader, right? As it is written that you also collaborate with people. You take initiative, you become more proactive. Basically, you know how to manage people around you because you understand the emotions very critically. So that is how you can use emotional intelligence at workplace. Now let's look at IQ. Success with challenging tasks, ability to analyze and connect the dots, research and development, right? A lot of time you need to be technically really good. Right? For example, if you have to do a lot of research and development at work, IQ is something which you have to be really good at. EQ will not help you all alone, right? So you need to be really good with your research and development. Connecting the dots means understanding, right? How is this thing related to the other thing? That is called connecting the dots. So you need to be really good at it. That is the meaning of IQ here. Now let's move ahead. Identifies. EQ identifies leaders, team players, individuals who best work alone, or individuals with social challenges. Now, EQ can make good leaders. EQ can make or prepare good team players. Even people who face the challenge of being socially active, or people who are, have this anxiety of meeting other people, if they become good with their emotional intelligence, they can actually fulfill all their social needs, right? That is the meaning of this point. Now let's look at IQ. Highly capable or gifted individuals, individuals with mental challenges and special needs. Now, IQ is something which people are usually born with. They are gifted with IQ, wherein EQ, you can learn it later on as well. Intelligence level is something which usually people have even when they are young, right? So they are already gifted with it. That's what this point means. Also, people with mental challenges or any special needs. So people with, suppose if a person doesn't have a very good memory, all right, if that person becomes intelligently very strong or learn powerful IQ, then that person will have a good memory, right? Their IQ will play a very important role, right? Let's move on. Now, what is the relation between the two, EQ and IQ? IQ, intelligence quotient, is inversely proportional to EQ, that is emotional quotient. Interacting with others required applying cognitive abilities because we need to navigate the social world and understand others. That simply means that both are related to each other, both are inversely proportionate to each other. We need both the skills to interact with people around us. We need the skill to understand the mental level and emotional level of people to be socially connected with them. So both the skills are extremely important. You can't have good high EQ and not have a high level of IQ. So both are equally important and both are connected to each other, right? Let's move on. Several studies on emotional intelligence have revealed that while about 80% of the common man's success is linked to emotional intelligence, only the remaining 20% is a result of his intelligence quotient. Now this is very interesting that according to a study, it is proven that in any professional or at a personal level also, 80% of the time EQ has high weightage and IQ carries only 20% weightage. Now this is actually proven, it's a fact, right? So personal level or professional level, you need to balance both. However, if your EQ is higher, your chances of becoming successful is always higher. All right, let's move on. Now let's look at one example, a very interesting example. So this research was conducted at an insurance company wherein there were two sets of people. One set of people were very high in their EQ and the other set of people were not as much high in the EQ as the other set of people. When I say high in EQ, that means those people had a higher amount of empathy to show, they were more proactive, they had more confidence in them to interact with their customers. However, the people who were not very high in their EQ, they were lower in their EQ, they did not have all these qualities or all these skills in them. And at the end, it was proven that the people who were very good with their EQ made more amount of sales, were able to sell more insurance premium to the customers as compared to people who were low in their EQ. And this is a very, very interesting example which proves that if you have high EQ, you can be very good with your sales also, right? Let's move on. At the end, let's conclude the entire topic. The sign of intelligent people is their ability to control emotions by the application of reason. if you have to combine your EQ and IQ both, you need to be very intelligent in how you use your emotions intelligently and properly. Only a person with good IQ can handle their EQ in a well-mannered way. So you need to be very, very good and balanced in both. So I hope you enjoyed the video today, and please be tuned for more such videos. Thank you very much.